My name is Stacy Barnett. I had surgery May 26, 2009, and I had the Roux-en-Y. Not being able to get on an airplane without the extender because I enjoy traveling.
Yeah.
I was single at the time, so finding someone who would accept me for who I was and my weight for what it was, those were the biggest things for me, and my health.
Yeah.
My initial visit to bariatric surgery was in Northern California in 2005. I was with Kaiser at the time, and I was going through the program. I got accepted. I went through the year weight loss classes and all the things they required that you do at the time. And their bariatric group accepted my case, and I was in the process of losing the 10% that they required, and they found a growth in my kidney.
Oh, wow.
So at that point, I decided that that was a message that it wasn't the right time for me. So I dropped out of the program at that time, and I took care of the kidney and had it removed.
Yeah.
And then I revisited it after I got married in 2007. I got married, no, I'm sorry, 2008 I got married in beginning. It all runs together because we met and 2 months later we got married.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So, and then I moved to Southern California, and that's when I revisited it.
And did you have to start everything over again? And
I did.
And were there special considerations given your kidney? You had one removed, so you only had one kidney? Yeah. Was there special consideration or
no,
special
because a lot
concerns?
of people live with one kidney.
Okay.
And don't,
they
don't even know it.
They don't even, okay. Well, that's good, because, a lot of people fear sometimes things would prevent them
from
happening.
But I did have to go through the whole process again and jump through all the hoops that I had to jump through before. My insurance company selected my surgeon, so I basically, in my opinion, had no choice, but I probably did have a choice if I didn't like him.
Yeah.
And he told me the surgery that I had would be the best for me based on my medical condition.
Okay.
Because I have diabetes and high blood pressure,
and
sleep apnea, and a lot of the other things and issues that go along with that. I have lymphedema, and I have neuropathy, and I have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So due to my circumstances, they only did this, at the time I had my surgery, that doctor was only doing the band or the Roux-en-Y.
Yeah. So he kind of gave you the pro and cons of both and why.
He basically told me the Roux-en-Y, and I already knew that based on my first visit back in 2005.
Yeah.
Right after my surgery, the biggest problem I had was with the food. I didn't have a lot of emotional anxiety. The biggest thing I had was my surgeon instructed me to do liquid diet for 2 weeks, which I followed without a problem.
Yeah.
And then to do a pureed diet for 2 weeks. And I was told by the people that I went through that pureed fish was the easiest thing to do, so I did that at the time, and that was not good because now I don't eat fish.
Oh, yeah.
So now I have to go through that.
Yeah.
So I'm just now, 5 years later, starting to eat some fish.
Yeah.
Because it just, the smell of it, the look of it just like turns me off now.
Yeah, I think if you ever,
So that's something they probably need to take out of their program. But as for the emotional part of it, I had a lot of support from my husband at the time.
That's good.
So the biggest emotional part I had to go through that was hard for me was a month before my surgery, I lost my job because I was having surgery.
Oh, wow.
And then when I filed for unemployment, I had to rebuttal because he denied me. So I had to rebuttal that and say, I personally feel the reason he did that was because I had surgery. So I had to look for a job.
Yeah, right after surgery.
So that was my emotional roller coaster afterwards was, I have to look for work.
Yeah.
When can I start sending out interviews? When should I start sending out resumes?
Yeah.
I had no complications and I had no fears because I know that there's a possibility but any surgery you can have complications. I've had other surgeries in my lifetime, so. I wasn't aware of them at that time, so I didn't go to them for any assistance at that time.
And have you since joined or been on
actually joined
things?
this week.
This week? Okay.
So I joined, and I know I'm going to pay the $20 for the magazine and all that stuff, and I keep saying, okay, I need to do that, okay, I need to do that. I am going to take care of that. The worst part of the process for me was in the end, after I had the surgery, and I had to start looking for employment, which had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it
just added stress. To what was going on in my life at that time. they notice that I've lost weight, but do they really treat me differently? No, not any differently, because most of the people that are really current in my life know me now.
Yeah.
And they saw me go through the weight loss.
Yeah.
And they're proud of the fact that I made that decision for myself. Going for a walk.
Going for a walk. Yeah.
Just going for a walk, going getting to the gym, doing the water aerobics, doing everything that I'm doing now that I wasn't doing before, that I wasn't able to do before.
Yeah. This one? So how did you hear about the 2014 Obesity Help Conference, and what made you decide to come?
It was talked about in the support group that I attend quite often, and initially I wasn't coming because my husband and I are taking vacation next month, and due to finances, we had to just kind of make a decision, and I just said, you know what, this might be the last year it's in California, I'm going to go.
Yeah.
So I came. The support group leader talked about it, and then I also went to another meeting where we had a special guest speaker in Riverside.
Okay.
And she had talked about it also.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, it had been getting talked about for about 6 months.
Oh, nice.
It's just that I had crossed the road that it's like, okay, I'm going to spend the money and do this anyway.
And so far, having been here a day, are you glad you came?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Great.
I would come again.